Hello guys, we have an Epson printer here. So this is an Epson L3110. So partially I opened the printer. So as you can see, it is on the normal mode based on the power button. But then once that we try to create an output by pressing the copy for the colored one, then the problem will be like this. Okay, so the paper does not load. It causes, paper jam problem. And this is not really a common problem of a printer, because a lot of person always use this printer, by printing a module. So the problem always comes in. So maybe we have a problem inside the printing. So as you can see, let me show you this. Okay, so it's paper jam, then blinking green. Yellow, I mean. Blinking yellow, then paper jam. It is not only on the rubber itself, but then also on the gear. Maybe, I think. Because I partially opened this. So let's turn off the printer. And let's unplug the power cord. Let's open the printer. Remove all the connections inside, which is the flex cable, which is connected on the copier, power button, and so on and so forth. Okay, so from here, so we see that it has a problem here. It has a problem here, really a problem here. So once that I rotate this gear from this side and this side, so does not work. So maybe this will work. Of course, it will move, but then that's the problem. That's the problem of this printer. Okay, so let us disassemble this first. So the problem is on this part of the plug. Then, okay, let us manually rotate this gear. So see that? So that's the problem. It does not move. It does not move either. That's the main problem in this. On this part, it does not move. So maybe the spring has already gone. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, let's rotate it. Then remove the screw here. And also let's remove this thing. So this is the waste ink pad. Okay, waste ink pad here to full. Then once that it is full, then it will create a problem in the printer. So because the problem is on this part, so we look to the problem, just see how we fix the problem. So let's do something like this and try to find out, maybe. So we have a problem here, the gear has a problem, then so we'll remove this thing by removing the screw here. Okay, so it has maybe we just look for another spring for it, for this to be able to be can also operate operational, something like that, functional, I mean. So I cannot see the spring inside of the printer. Maybe it was fallen somewhere and I cannot really see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to look for another spring that would hold this thing, from here. So something like this spring. Something like this spring which hold from this part down to that part. Okay. I'm still trying to look into it. Maybe it is only some parts of this printer. One last chance here. Let's do something like this. Nothing, nothing, nothing. No spring. Problem on the spring. And I have already, you know, replaced the rubber here. The first, because in my first impression, when it is on the paper jam mode, so maybe the problem is on this part, then on this part. So I better remove it, then replace it with a brand new one, brand new rubber for this part, then on this part, because this is the one who hold the bond paper, you know, uh, the one who feed the bond paper. But then the other problem also comes in because maybe while they are working, they lose, maybe they just fall down the spring coming from here. We'll just look for another spring. I don't know where I'm going to look for another spring, and hard for me to look for spring just like that. And I don't know. Just give me a couple of minutes because I'm going to look for another spring, which for this printer to be able to work with. So it's good to have many scraps here in our shop. Then just get the spring coming from here. Then of course this is also for Epson L120. Just to do something like this and get the spring. Okay, so this is the spring that we are looking for. Get the spring. Okay, so this is the spring that what we are looking for. this type of spring. Okay, just put it there. Then okay, of course, once that you have a scrap printer in your shop, so you'll be able to get something from that scrap that you know will fix the problem of the other printer. Okay, just do this thing just like this. Put it in here and close here, and everything will now okay and perfect. Okay, so that's the spring that I need, just to work this. Okay. And let's put back this thing here. We should be very careful while doing this thing because we don't want to lose the spring. Once that we lose the spring, then we'll try to look for another spring. That's the problem. Come on, get in. Get in. Okay. And come on. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. It's not okay. Okay. It's almost lock here. Then that's it. So I hope we already fixed the problem by doing something like that. Okay. Then let's put back this thing here. Okay, so that's it. It is now moving. As you can see. See that? It's now moving. That's the thing. Okay, that's the volume. Okay, very good. So something like that. Okay, and then let's fix this thing. Okay, something like that. So it's not now moving because we find another ways to get some spring for us to be able to work that gear by looking for a spring, something like that. And where's our tweezer? Okay. So this time, so take note that every spring is very important into a printer like this, or in every printer, So you don't have to lose it, or maybe it will give you a big problem while you are working with something. Okay. Almost forgot this thing. So you should not be there. Okay, so that's why. Okay. So hold the flex cable, then put back the spring here, and this spring is for the paper feeder. So every spring is very important, so that's why you should be very careful while removing it, then putting it back, because somewhere somehow you cannot lose it. Come on. Okay, something like that. Then it's almost fixed. And let's put back the flex cable, which is connected from the board down to the print head. Then another flex cable, which is connected to the sensor from the print head down to the board. Then this thing, let's put it back here. Then this is connections from the dynamo of the print head. Okay, so we replace the two rubber cable here, then the spring. I think that's the problem. I don't know. So let's see if that is really the problem. Let's put this thing. Okay. Oh, see that? The spring is really here. That's the spring. What we're looking for. That's really the spring. Okay. But then we could not put it back here, because you just replace it. You just keep it, then we better replace the spring, because we cannot find it, although it is really still on this part. I don't know, maybe because, yes, of course, can be located into this part because it is down here, then maybe fall down. Then I don't know. I don't have to explain on that. And that is very simple, like common sense. Okay, so let's put these things back on here. and lift up this, you know, this screw here. Okay, then another screw for this part. Okay, then this thing, let's put it back here. Okay, and let's do it once again. Let's create an output. Let's see if the paper will feed. Let's plug in, then power on. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's create an output here. Okay, so the bond paper is now moving. See that? It's now creating an output. Then the output is still very good, so no problem with the output. So the problem is on spring. So number one problem is the spring. So take note that every problem it has a solution. So all you have to do is to check what is inside, what is happening on inside of the printer. Check everything. Maybe the problem is on the rubber. Once that it is, paper jam. Maybe the problem is on the paper feeder. Maybe the problem is on the spring. So that is the common problem of the printer. So as long as the output is very good, so we don't have the problem with the printer. So that is the best way. Of course, that is the best way to know if the problem is really solved. Okay, so I think I should end this video at this on this part, and I hope this video could help you how you're going to fix the problem with your printer or the printer of your customer. Then if you learn into this video, so don't forget to subscribe. But then if you cannot, if you did not learn into this video, then do not subscribe. That's the point. So kung wala kayo natutunan, so huwag kayong mag-subscribe. Then kung mayroon kayo natutunan, then please subscribe para may pagpatuloy ko yung paggawa ng mga video. So at least para matulungan ko kayo. So take note, hindi ako magaling, hindi ako nagmamagaling at just like this job, although I have a job, so I just like repair. computer repair, laptop repair, desktop repair, printer repair, cell phone repair, and so on, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much and have a great evening. See you on the next video.